Good morning everyone. Today in this video we are going to learn a new chapter, your chapter number 2, quadratic equation. Today we are going to see practice set 2.1 in a quadratic equation. So before we solve practice set, we all should know what is a quadratic equations. In a previous video or a previous session, we have learned what is a equations. I have said you equation have a two side, left hand side and a right hand side. Now here, after learning the linear equation in two variables in this current academic year, the next equation which you are going to learn is a quadratic equation. So first let us understand what is a quadratic equation. The word quadratic is derived from the Latin word quadratus, which means two, square. So quadratic equation, the general form, or you can say the standard form of the quadratic equation is given by ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. You will see all the terms. It is been written on the left hand side. We have three terms in a standard form. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Your a, b and c are real numbers where a cannot be equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, for example, then whole term ax square will become 0. If ax square will become 0, so it will be 0 plus bx plus c, so which means it is a not quadratic equation. To understand whether the given equation is a quadratic or not, we have to see the highest index power of the given variable. As you will see in a standard form, the highest index power of the given variable x is square. So for that reason it is a quadratic equation. You will see it is written in the descending order. The first index power of x is square. Then with the b, when x is written, the index power is 1. And with c, no variable is there, which means index power of variable is 0. So it is 2, 1, 0. Okay. So first rule to understand whether the given equation is quadratic or not, we are going to check the highest index power of the variable. Here a, b and c are the real number where a cannot be equal to 0. Here b and c can be equal to 0. So let us see. In the equation ax square plus bx plus c, if b is equals to 0, then equation becomes ax square plus c equal to 0. If b is 0, then b will be deleted. If b is 0, then whole term bx will become 0. Similarly, in the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, if c is equal to 0, then equation becomes ax square plus bx equal to 0. Here x is not printed. It will be bx equal to 0. So in the equation ax square plus bx plus c, if both b and c is equal to 0, so your equation will be ax square equal to 0. So these are also a quadratic equation only which is been printed with yellow color. Ax square plus c equal to 0, ax square plus bx equal to 0 and ax square equal to 0. But the standard form is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So once again we'll recall it. Your a, b and c are the real numbers which are also known as quadratic coefficient. Coefficient means a constant term. And your x is a variable. You know what is the meaning of variable? The value which varies. So I have explained you the equation is solved to find out the value of given variable in it. So we are going to solve the quadratic equation and find out the value of given variable. Either it can be x, either it can be y, or it can be anything. Now, after understanding about the quadratic equation, variable is also known as a root of the equation. So if the value of any variable sustain the equation, which means sustain means LHS become equal to RHS, so which means the given value is a root of the equation. Now let us see practice set 2.1. Your first question is write any two quadratic equations. So it is your choice, it is open-ended question. You can write any equation of your choice. X square minus 8x plus 9 equal to 0. Y square minus 5y minus 10 equals to 0. I have given here two examples. It is completely your choice. You can write any equation. Question number 2. Decide which of the following are quadratic equations. Your sixth equation is given in your textbook, in your practice set. You have to decide by following the rule of the quadratic equation. So first one is ax square plus 5x minus 2 equal to 0. You will see highest index power of the given variable is 2. X is the only variable with the highest index power. So therefore it is a quadratic equation. The given equation is the quadratic equation. That's it. Second equation is y square is equal to 5y minus 10. You will see 5y minus 10 has been written on the right hand side. You can bring both the term on the left hand side. You know the rule. But your question is to find out whether the given equation is quadratic or not. As the highest index power is 2, it is a quadratic equation. So you are going to write in the equation y is the only variable with the highest index 2. Therefore, the given equation is the quadratic equation. Question number 3. Y square plus 1 upon y equal to 2 is given. You will see according to the standard form there is no term in denominator. So we have to eliminate the term from denominator. So we'll multiply with the same term, multiplying above equation by y. So when you will multiply above equation by y, you have to multiply with each term given in the equation. You will see there are 3 terms. When you will multiply by first term, y square multiply by y will become y cube plus 1 upon y multiply by y will get cancelled. 1 will be there equal to 2y. So y cube plus 1 equal to 2y. Again you can arrange the equation. When you will arrange equation, you will get y cube plus 2y will come in this side, it will become minus 2y plus 1 equal to 0. But as it is not a quadratic equation, because in this equation the highest index power of the variable y is 3 and not 2. For that reason the given equation is not a quadratic equation. So as it is not a quadratic equation, I have not arranged it. We'll see the similar question, question number 4. X plus 1 upon x equal to minus 2. Same as you know, we have a x in denominator in the second term. We'll multiply by x to the above equation. So first term will be multiplied, you will get x square. When 1 upon x will be multiplied, x will get cancelled, minus 2x. Now we are going to arrange the equation by bringing minus 2x on the left hand side. You will get x square minus 2x will become plus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So you will see it is a standard form of the quadratic equation and the highest index power of the equation is 2. Therefore, in this equation x is the only variable with highest index power 2. Therefore, the given equation is a quadratic equation. Okay, now let us see question number 5. Here too, polynomial is given on the left hand side. M plus 2 multiplied by m minus 5. We have learnt about the multiplication of bracket in a previous standard. In your 9th standard, we have to multiply m with m minus 5, then plus 2 with m minus 5. So it will be m square, then m will be multiplied by minus 5m, then plus 2m plus minus 2 5s are 10. So you will see the middle term, that is minus 5m plus 2m, is a like term. So it will be m square minus 3m minus 10 equal to 0. So you will see again the highest index power of the given variable m is 2. Therefore, the given equation is a quadratic equation. Question number 6. you will see the equation is m cube plus 3m square minus 2 equal to 3m cube. You can arrange and simplify it, but you will see the highest index power of the variable given here is 3. So directly you can decide it whether the given equation is quadratic or not. Therefore, it is not a quadratic equation. The equation is not a quadratic equation. That's it. In your question number 2, you just have to justify whether the given equation is quadratic or not. You are going to decide whether the given equation is quadratic or not by seeing the highest index power of the variable. Similarly, your question 3 is given. You have to write the following equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. After arranging it, you have to write the values of a, b and c. So we have done question number 2. It is a similar one. Let us see two questions of this equation. Your first one is 2y equal to 10 minus y square. As you know, we have all the term in a left hand side. We are going to take both the term which is there on right hand side on the left hand side. Minus y square will become plus y square. Plus 2y is already here. Plus 10 will become minus 10. So your equation is y square plus 2y minus 10 equal to 0. Then comparing with standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, your a is 1. There is no coefficient written with y square, which means the value of a is 1. Therefore, the value of b is 2 and the value of c is minus 10. Now question number 2. It is given x minus 1 whole bracket square equal to 2x plus 3. So we have learned formula a minus b whole bracket square. The formula states that a square minus 2ab plus b square. So we are going to put that formula on the left hand side. We'll get x square minus 2x plus 1 equal to 2x plus 3 as it is. Now we are going to bring all the term on left hand side. Plus 2x will become minus 2x plus 3 will become minus 3. You will see 2x and 2x is a like term, have minus sign, so minus minus is plus. So x square minus 4x minus 2 equal to 0. Plus 1 minus 3 will become minus 2. So comparing the above equation with the standard form, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So a is 1, b is minus 4 and c is minus 2. Now you will see there are 4 more sub questions given in this question. So in the same way how we have done question number 3 and question number 2, till now we have solved 8 sum. 6 from question number 2 and 2 from question number 3. So the remaining sub question of question number 3, you have to practice now, that is 3, 4, 5 and 6. You have to arrange the equation and you have to then compare the equation with the standard form and then write the values of a, b and c. Let us see the question number 4. Determine whether the values given against each of the quadratic equation are the root of the equation or not. Let us see the first example. It is x square plus 4x minus 5 equal to 0 is your equation. You have to find out whether the value of x given here, which is 1 and minus 1, which one is a root of the equation. So let us first put x equal to 1. We are going to take LHS of the equation. So it will be 1 square plus 4 multiplied by 1 minus 5. Square of 1 is 1. 4 ones are 4. So it will be 0. So therefore LHS is equals to RHS. Therefore the first value of x is a root of the given quadratic equation. Now we have a minus 1. Let us put minus 1. Putting x equal to minus 1 in LHS of the equation. So we get minus 1 square is 1, plus minus minus 4 ones are 4 and minus 5. So here 1 minus minus plus 4 plus 5 is 9. 1 minus 9 is minus 8. So you will see it is not equal to RHS. LHS is not equal to RHS. For that reason, minus 1 is not a root of given quadratic equation. Again, we have here sub question number 2, which you are going to practice. You are going to just put the values against that given variable and find out whether the LHS is equal to RHS or not. Question number 5. Find K if x equal to 3 is a root of the equation, which means already it is stated that x is equal to 3 is the root of given quadratic equation. So we are going to put the value of x, which is given here 3. Your equation is kx square minus 10x plus 3 equal to 0. So putting x equal to 3 in the given equation. So 3k 3 square minus 10 multiplied by 3 plus 3 equal to 0. Square of 3 is 9. 10 3s are 30 plus 3 equal to 0. So minus 30 plus 3 is minus 27. You will take minus 27 on that side. It will become plus 27. So you are getting 9k equal to 27. Therefore k equal to 27 upon 9. Therefore k equal to 3. That's it. We have found the value of k here. Now let us see the last question. Question number 6. One of the roots of the equation 5m square plus 2m plus k equal to 0 is minus 7 upon 5. Here it is given in the activity form. We have to find out the value of k. Complete the following activity to find out the value of k. Dash is a root of quadratic equation. So it is given in the question. Minus 7 upon 5 is the root of quadratic equation. 5m square plus 2m plus k equal to 0. So first box you are going to fill minus 7 upon 5. Therefore put m equal to dash in the equation. So we are going to put m is equal to minus 7 upon 5. So when we are going to substitute in the equation, the substitution of m will be minus 7 upon 5 square 2 multiplied by minus 7 upon 5 plus k equal to 0. Now we are going to resolve it. See, minus 7 upon 5 it means 49 upon 25. Square of negative number is positive. So 49 upon 25 when will be multiplied by 5. 5 and 25 is divisible. So you will get 49 upon 5. Coming to next box, plus 2 multiplied by minus 7 upon 5. Plus minus is minus 2 7s are 14 upon 5. So now you will see both fraction have equal denominator. So you can add it or subtract it directly. So 49 plus minus 14 upon 5. So plus minus is minus. 49 minus is 35 upon 5. 35 upon 5 means 7. 7 plus k equal to 0. As we are finding the value of k, we are going to take 7 on that side. Therefore, plus 7 will become minus 7. So now, here the calculation part you are going to do roughly. In all the complete activity question, you are not going to solve it in a answer. You practice it, you find out the answer roughly and just fill the boxes given in the question. We have here completed practice set 2.1. There are 6 questions given. You are going to write all the questions from the video in your notebook. I have given some of the question as a homework. So that question you are going to practice and solve in a fair notebook. Thank you.